going on, everybody? How are you? It is a good day to be a reactor and a good day to be an audience member and subscriber because it's just good. Oh my God, Twitter is on fire right now. And why is it on fire? Because there's somebody on Twitter that has posted some very revealing tweets about Salah, showing some activity between this person and Salah. And I will just let you know right now, he's been a very, 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 very bad boy. Very bad boy. Now, before we begin this video, two things I'd like to say. The first one being, I'm erring on the side of caution here because I am aware of the fact that some things, text messages, even voicemails can be deep fakes. I've heard that through AI, you can fake a voice message and like you can fake anything these days. But you know what? Even if the messages are completely phony and fake, even if the voice is AI, we still win because we know how jealous Chantal is. We know how insecure she is. And just the mere mention of him talking to another woman, she's not going to like it. Could it be the reason why she was in a ragey mood yesterday and just going off for no random reason? Could that also explain why she is taking a break from YouTube? Maybe somebody tipped her off about the text messages and the videos and the voicemails, and she is in a hot fire hurry to get back in Kuwait and control Salah. Something has definitely been off with Fraudy these last couple of days. Nobody was exactly sure what it was. Maybe she was just ragey over the fact that she was in Canada and she wasn't with Salah. Maybe it could be this. Don't know. So I am here to give my thoughts on all the tweets from all the good people on Twitter. Full credit goes to all of them. So why don't we just go over to Twitter and I can show you what's been going on over there. Hold on, let me just pull everything up. And another word of warning, some of the text messages, some of the things said in this video are going to be offensive. Some of the things involving religious blasphemy. He mentions wanting to do the R word to somebody and talking about I got to say this nicely, a scat fetish. So I'm just pre-warning you ahead of time so it won't be a complete surprise to you. But yeah, those are some of the things that Salah discusses with this individual. So we are going to go over to Twitter. Let me just go ahead and pull it up. All the tweets that I've been saving all morning. Like Twitter is just on fire with this right now. So for those who are on Twitter, you want to follow me on Twitter. There's my account, Wild Girl Sarah. There is this first one from Nana's Spiked Tea saying, it's really pathetic that Fraudy thinks she and Salah have a happy, healthy marriage. Keeping tabs on our spouse's activities 24/7 is far from healthy. I agree. And surely doesn't scream happiness. All that shows is distrust and insecurity. Salah, cut your losses and go get a life, loser. Well, it would seem that he is very content living on somebody else's life, living off the blood and sweat from somebody else's back. He doesn't want to go out. He doesn't want to make his own way. He thinks he's so good looking that women should just pay his way. And he found the perfect target and the perfect mark in Fraudy Beauty. She's over there. She's insecure. She's jealous. She needs a companion. She needs a caretaker. All he has to do is look at her and say a couple of nice words, and she just melts. And he is basically all she has left. She gave up everything else for that man, the villa, the cats, everything, and she flew her way on over there. And she's not wanting to establish roots again in Canada. So, like, he is now her possession. And woe be he that becomes her possession and wants to get away, because she's not going to let that happen. She basically gambled all the marbles on him, and she's not going to give up that one last marble that belongs to her. But you're right. If they had a happy marriage, she wouldn't be this insecure. She would not be that clingy. She's clingy and insecure because the love isn't real. She said long ago, all that a man has to do is fake love me. Did she not say that? Yes, she did. But fake love is not real love. And in my opinion, I think she settles for fake love because real love would call you on your nonsense. Real love is truthful. Real love is sincere and honest. And if you have somebody around you that truly loves you, if you are hurting yourself in some way, they're going to speak up. So instead of wanting real love, which is genuine and sincere and it has weight, she wanted the fake love because fake love means you don't really love her and you're going to enable her and you're going to turn your eyes away from what she's doing to herself. So let's move on to Mrs. Girl saying, Chantal, you are in a different country right now, which per you doesn't count as cheating. Remember that? We do. Time to suck it up and prepare for wife number 2 and maybe number 3. Who knows? Seems like Salah has needs that need to be met. Very, very specific needs. I'm going to bring something up. You guys will remember that I covered another tarot reader here on YouTube. Her name is Neo Tarot. I covered the tarot reading. I reacted to it. And in that specific reading, which was 3 weeks ago, she said that during this time with Salah, that something would come out. Some tweets, a video, something that would just blow everything up. And that was weeks ago. And Neo Tarot, I have to say, you nailed it because here we are. Also, on top of Neo Tarot, I've done numerous tarot readings on Fraudy. And y'all remember the last one. The goddess was all over the place, the empress. She just would not stop popping up. It was very strange because I did several readings all in a row and she just kept popping up. And then she disappeared for a while. I don't know why. But then she just came back full force. And I just couldn't stop pulling those cards no matter how many times I shuffled. So it would seem the empress is coming through, or at least somebody that's resembling the empress. And if there's one thing that Fraudy will not tolerate is being DD'd all over again for the second time. If there's one unforgivable sin with Fraudy, it's another woman. She hates women anyway, but another woman talking to her man, getting dirty messages. And I've also read that he's also sent this woman pictures of his private parts. Yeah. So he's gone the full Monty with this woman, whoever she is, the next Beezer. You're going to forgive all of that, Fraudy? Are you? Yeah. But you're not doing what you should do and stay in Canada. You're trying to fly back over there like that's going to fix anything. It's not going to fix anything. You think that by flying over there that you're going to basically make him stay with you 24/7 and then you could trust him? Listen, if you have to go that far to trust a man, he don't need to be with you. I'm just saying, because if a man wants to be with a woman or a woman with a man, you're going to find a time, a place, and an opportunity to do the dirty. There's nothing you can do to stop it. And if you go to Kuwait and you become bedbound, girl, what are you going to do? You can't chase him down. So what's the sense of going to Kuwait in the first place? But I do remember she was seeing a married man and she excused it saying his wife is in another country. Well, he's in Kuwait, you're in Canada. So if you guys really are married, I guess that makes it okay. All right, so on to Queen of WTF saying, well, this seems very awkward now. So let's play this clip from Fraudy.
Person, because you're addicted to them. You're addicted to their presence, to their scent, to their everything, you know? So, I mean, that's what I like. I think I like, babe, is the princess treatment you give me there. Like, I don't know.
Okay, can we talk about that, the whole addiction thing? Can we talk about her saying that she said she was addicted to Nat? She's saying she's addicted to Salah. But she said the exact same thing, almost verbatim, about Natter. She did a live stream where she told everybody, I am addicted to this man. So it seems like every guy you get with, you become addicted to. Everything you like becomes an obsession and then an addiction. There's no middle ground. It's either 0 or 100. And being addicted to anything, Fraudy, is bad for you. It's bad. Addictions are bad, okay? they're bad. Putting all of your eggs in one basket like that and depending on one person for everything, for your companionship, for your self-validation, for your self-worth, not healthy. It is suffocating. Absolutely suffocating. You are sucking all of the oxygen out of the room, and that makes them want to run away faster. So you're saying you're addicted to Salah, the way you were addicted to Natter. How did that go? Do you remember how you were addicted to him and the outcome of that, and you didn't learn your lesson? Sometimes we meet people in life that are not supposed to be partners. They are life lessons to be learned. And once you learn them, then you move on and your life gets better, but you never learn. You were with Natter and you tried to find a replacement to Natter. And you guys are going to see in these messages, he's alike more than Natter than you think. Oh, yeah. So let's look at this screenshot here. Okay, so this is from, I guess, Natter's, Natter. I'm getting them confused now. Salah's talk in the beginning, saying, and I'll read it to you, saying to control them and make fun of them while they worship me. Oh, Salah, are you trying to act like a dom now? Are you really? You're really trying to pull that dom nonsense? This is me rolling my eyes, okay? Just, you're not a dom, bro. You're not. You may be able to manipulate someone as weak and insecure and dehydrated as Fraudy, but you're not a dom. My definition of a dom is somebody who's in control of themselves, of their life. They handle their business. That's an alpha personality. You're not an alpha if you're living off of a woman's skin. Got it? Thank you. But you said you want women to worship you. What's worth worshiping? Tell me what about you is worth worshiping. And you're making fun of women. There's so much to make fun of with you. He says, yes, you are. By the way, you are a lucky slave. How lucky? Because for real, I never talk with any girl since I love Chantal. So weird. Why only you? Then he calls her a slut. He says, you got to be proud and honored to serve, my slut. I'm going to say something, and I will die on the hill with this. I think that Chantal has a serious, like under the covers, humiliation, degradation fetish. I said that long ago. And it was obvious while she was with Natter, because we saw the picture of her kissing his feet. And for those of you that are into feet, no shade, no shame. Do what you want to do. I'm just talking about Fraudy right now. But Fraudy has some seriously dark kinks that she takes to really dark places. And she was attracted to Natter, I think, for that reason. It just went beyond her being thirsty. She's got some kinks. She does. And she has to find somebody to fulfill them, because just a regular nice guy is not going to get it done. If you have those types of fantasies, you want someone that fulfill your fantasies. So she was with Natter, and Natter was into some dark stuff. And it would seem Salah has that same situation. And we didn't know until now, until seeing these messages. And it gets even darker, trust me. It gets even darker. Just pre-warning you. All right, going on. Perfectly imperfect with the skull and crossbones. Okay, so what do we got here? And he calls this woman a goddess. Has he ever called you a goddess, Chantal? Has Salah ever referred to you as a goddess? If you refer to a woman as a goddess, I don't think you'd be over there pinching her cheek. That's not something you do to a goddess. You just wouldn't dare. And this person, X, she got Salah to bark for her. Y'all listen. Love it. Love it. That's something else. You're putting on this dom persona, and that's exactly what it is, Salah. You put on this dom persona, and yet you're going to bark for somebody. I don't know of any dom that would bark for somebody. This Pick a lane, Salah, for God's sakes. Jeez. This is X. This is the account posting all the stuff, saying if I didn't stay in the chat with him 24/7, he would blow my phone up. So as soon as I got him to say he loved me, I blocked him. I wish I could have kept it going longer, but he was annoying. So again, let's look at the screenshots. He's saying to her, "You are such a goddess. What would you do with my wife?" She says, "Get rid of her." He says, "I said you. What would you do?" She says, "Take her place." He says, "And her?" She says, "Stay in Canada." He says, "Can't. I love both of you." You don't love Chantal, Salah. You love her money. Why can't you be honest? You love her money. You don't love Chantal. No man who ever loved a woman would be okay with watching her destroy her health and actually helping her do so. Going out and getting her takeout every time she turned around. Encouraging her mukbangs. Don't talk to me about love, you fool. You don't know what it is. I love her. Give me a break. Let's see, what else? We got to keep going. So he's calling this woman a bunch of degrading names. You guys can see. And he's talking about defecating on this woman. Ew. Ew. Ew, gross. Oh, yuck. Like, they were sexting back and forth. Like, I'll stop it here so you guys can read if you want to read. I don't want to read all this. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. Booty. This is come get your man. Judge Judy says, "I'll be deceased. Where's your husband?" Screenshot. The woman says, "I think I'm better for you." Salah says, "At least I can carry you." Ooh, that's gotta hurt. That has got to hurt. He has no problem with your weight, right, Fraudy? I guess he does. I guess he does. You know, like he even said in the beginning, though, that in the very beginning, he wanted Fraudy to lose 200 pounds. That's what he said. If a man that you're married to on camera says to everybody he wants you to lose 200 pounds, he's saying, "You're too big for me. I'm not attracted to that. That's not my thing." He named a tremendous amount of weight that you had to lose, and you never lost it. As a matter of fact, you gained 100 more. But here he is putting you down for your weight, Fraudy. How do you feel about that? What are your thoughts? Okay, so people on Twitter, of course, they're asking for proof. Like, show us some proof that these are real, that these are not deep fakes. So, like, everybody's been examining different things. Like, he showed this person, X, got a picture of Salah in the bathtub, like, showing his feet, right? So here's a comparison. Here's a picture that they got in the bathtub. And here is a screenshot from the reveal of the apartment. Looks like the same bathroom. So it begs the question, why would Salah send a woman a picture of him in the bathtub showing his feet? For what reason and what occasion could he explain that as being something innocent? And remember, she does have D pictures. She's got more. So here we go again from Scara. Comparison, Salah's feet, and this is the bathtub. There you go. And here's some more. Judge Judy, Salah sending feet pics and smoking a Camel Crush Figgies for one, and that's Chantal's blanket. Does he have a foot fetish? I'm just asking questions. Okay, so Perfectly Imperfect. Somebody asked her, did he send nudes to you? X says yes. So she's got more than foot pictures. She's got the deep pictures too. Although we don't want to see that. Please nobody post that on Twitter. Please. Please nobody post that. Okay, this is gonna get dark. Okay, remember me talking about how Salah was talking about blaspheming different faiths and religion. There's gonna be more conversation of that here. Okay, here's snapshot, not person saying, do you have Instagram? I will send you a message on Instagram. Didn't Chantal say that she doesn't have Instagram anymore? This is Salah saying, I sent you a message from a different account. Why are you sending a message from a different account? Like you're on the low, like you have an account that she knows about and one that she doesn't. I'm honestly wondering, Salah, if you have two phones. One that Chantal knows about, she can get on your phone and scroll through your messages, and another one where you're talking to people, aren't you? Yeah, you know how to do things like that. Here's a message.
Yes, exactly. You are my slave.
Okay, I know you guys can barely hear that, but he said, you are my slave. You are my slave. Stop playing the Dom stuff, Salah. It's not you.
Hey, Sharmuta, don't forget to clean the bathrooms with your tongue, okay?
So he's telling this woman to clean the bathroom with her tongue. What? You're a freak. You're a freak, Salah. What is the matter with you?
Slut, you're gonna be under my shoes forever and ever.
I wonder if he ever talked to Foodie this way. If the sexy time talk, she ever heard it. She probably didn't. Oh my goodness. What else we got here? Okay, Salah. Here's another screenshot. He says, "You are my only religion now." This is what she's saying to him. I want to worship that blank. He says, "No offense for your old religion. I am your religion and God now anyway." Oh, so Salah is God? No, 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 you're not. No, you're not. But I'm just saying, like, it's sexy. He asked her, do you like to the humiliation and blasphemy of religions? So why does that matter? Let's think about something for a second. Chantal has been absolutely disrespectful to the Muslim faith, the Muslim people, the Muslim culture by cosplaying being a Muslim woman, putting on an abaya, putting on the hijab, doing things on camera that are disrespectful to those people and the culture and the faith. Coming on camera smoking, cursing, gossiping, gluttony, haram. And Salah has been okay with it. I wonder if this is why he's been okay. Because maybe he's got a kink for that, disrespecting different faiths. It would seem that he does. Wouldn't it just make sense? Like, if he were a true Muslim man, how would he be okay with Foodie's behavior all this time and not protest? It all ties in together, I think. What else we got here? Okay, this is the same screenshot from before, so we'll get out of that. Florida Salt and Sass is fake, real. It's inconsequential to girl world. Chantal is insecure AF and paranoid. Yep, this feeds it. It will tick her off as people are talking, speculating about her married man not having total and complete faithful adoration for her. Sit back and enjoy the ride for what it's worth. Well, if there was ever a good time to get rid of Chantal, this would be a good time, Salah. For all we know, she's still in Canada, but if you're going to get rid of her, do it now before she gets on that plane, because when she gets over there, guess where she's headed? So unless you move out of that apartment somewhere else and block her number, you'll never be able to get rid of her. She is determined to go back there and park herself on that blue couch and have you bring her food until she becomes bedbound, and then you're stuck with her for life. Like, if you want to get rid of her, this is the prime time to do it. X says, good morning, girl world. I see Chantal has decided to take a break from YouTube. Yep. Impeccable timing now that Salah is being exposed. And he's posting a bunch of dirty messages up here. I really don't want to read them. You guys can see. Did she play the message?
Well, I feel like I'm talking to a real dog, a real slave, a pure dog. I'm gonna shit on you and rape you.
Okay, again, my apologies for that R word. I think it's sick that he has those fantasies. Absolutely sick. But Foodie is sick in the head too. And like attracts like. Birds of a feather flock together. If she's got dark kinks, if she's got dark thoughts, if she's got dark energy, guess what? The same is going to be attracted to her. So it seems, Salah, there's some darkness in you, bro.
Spit on your face.
Yeah, I think we've seen enough of that. Enough. Like, all these tweets just keep coming. Here's another one from X saying, oh, did somebody say romance scam? Let's blow that up. Salah says to her, you should send me money because of this. You are worthless to waste my time on you. So it is about the money, Salah, but that's no shocker to those of us who've been watching this whole thing play out. It's obvious that you were there for Chantal's money because she has no redeeming qualities. She's not a good person. She's not kind. She's not polite. She's not respectable. She's gross. She's selfish. She's self-centered. She's narcissistic. We knew you were there for the money, bro. And it was obvious to me that you were there for the money because I noticed that the gifts that she gave you, they kept going up as far as price difference. Like you started out with little things to make you happy. And then over the course of time, the gifts got bigger and more expensive. You upgraded all the way to a car. Where do you go from there? Absolutely nowhere because she doesn't have the income to buy you anything more expensive, but you've been milking the crap out of her. Not that she doesn't deserve it. She does for all the people she's hurt, for all the things she said, but insisting that this woman sends you money. What? Foodie's money not enough anymore? He says, after you work, what you will work and how much your salary usually. So he's all about like, how much do you make? How much can you send me? How many women do you need to support you? Salah, like you want to lead that ballin' lifestyle, but you don't want to work for it. How sad. And you call yourself an alpha male? Get out of here. Get out of here. Alpha males would never, never, never. Another one from X saying, I'm so impatient. Start interacting. I have so much good stuff. He says she will come back because the bypass after 1 year and a half. Well, she's coming back early. She didn't expect it. She will start a diet and exercise. Hope it will work for her. The woman says, I think I'm better for you. And he says, at least I can carry you. Salah, let me tell you something, bro. As far as Chantal and her issue with food, it's way over your head. It's way over her head. You're not getting it. You're dealing with a serious addict with several addictions all on top of each other. Okay? She needs inpatient. Serious lockdown, restricted inpatient where she can't sneak anything in. She can't bring anything in. That's the only thing that's going to work. You are not going to find a simple all-in-one solution for a complex multi-layer problem of which you have no experience and no training. You're not a doctor. You're not a nurse. You're not a therapist. You don't really know much about BED. And I'm sure that she likes it that way because it's over your head. You don't understand. You don't understand this problem. This goes way beyond her liking food. She's addicted to food. She is hyper fixated on food. Why do you think she's over 500 pounds, bro? Why do you think she needs to eat every 2 hours? You're both delusional. She's thinking, all I got to do is this little simple thing and it'll be okay. And so are you. She was there for a year. All she did was gain weight and become more unhealthy. So another round in Kuwait, what do you think that's going to lead to? It's going to lead to her more health problems and possibly being bedbound. And it's never going to stop, ever. Never. It's never going to stop. What else we got here? Oh, here's a good one from X saying, Foodie Beauty Animal Blanker, I told you I would take your man. Girl, this was too easy, and he said he'd make you pay. This is Salah talking, saying, so hot, can't wait. If you're be a good girl, we're going to meet up, and I'm going to find my ways. And she says, yeah, and make Chantal pay for it. He says, you think so? She says, yes. He says, she pay for another girl to come to me and blank her? She says, exactly. He says, imagine what she's going to do. Nothing, nothing. Well, you know what? Back in the day when she was seeing Natter, she had to share him with Dee Dee. And she was so desperate for Natter's attention that she saw Natter not once, but twice for a little three-way situation. And she did it just because she was so desperate to be with Natter. So would she deal with another woman being with Salah if it meant holding on to him? More than likely. She might be doing that now, for all we know. This is a funny video saying, garlic bread, Salah made $15 off that reaction video. You can formulate your own opinions on this one. So like we're gonna start this one from the beginning. Okay. So this is Salah talking, saying, do you know my last video, part 2 of garlic bread, took me 1 day to finish it. Imagine 24 hours, but separating. Like 2 hours working, then break half an hour, and then 2 hours working, and so forth. It's not easy. Yeah, exactly, you fool. We reaction channels, what do you think we deal with? When I do a reaction video, the average length is like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay. Then I got to post it, make a thumbnail, all of that. Reactors, it takes work to keep up with everything, to keep everything straight. You call us losers, but there's work involved in this. You're just now finding that out? Congratulations. You're a bit smarter today. He says, I wrote the script. I prepared pics with what whole edit and text and the music and the sound effects. Okay, keep going. And the transitions and the arrangement and the volumes, audio and etc. Intro, outro, and lots of stuff. That's why I put a lot of effort. Since I uploaded, gave me like $15. So he did that video and only made him $15. He was probably hoping for a lot more. He probably thought that every reaction channel would hop on his video, he'd get a lot more views and make a lot more money. Well, sorry to disappoint you, Salah. You suck and you're boring as much as Chantal. We don't care about you. Go away. Next. He also says, talking about Chantal, that she helped him a little bit. So she helped him with the video. Do I think that Salah knew how to do all kinds of editing like that and adding the sound clips? No. I think the majority of that was Chantal. I don't think that was him. Unless she taught him how to do those things, which would be out of her norm, because when she was with Natter for over a year, she purposely did not teach him those things so that he would be codependent on her and he could never get rid of her. So if she's more attached to Salah than she ever was with Natter, why would she teach him things that would make him independent? She's not about that independent man life. She's about codependence. The more dependent you are on her, the more she likes it, the more she feels secure. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. 17 seconds. Okay. Looking for something else here. Did I just play this one? I'm sorry, I'm looking. Yeah, Fondue Pondu says, dang, Chins, your husband is fat shaming you. I am so loving this right now. Yeah, and this was the community post that Chantal put up. saying, hey guys, I'm going to be taking a break from uploading to YouTube until sometime in the new year, but I will still be doing cameos. So if you want your very own personal video just for you, then visit the link, blah, blah, blah. I'm changing things up a bit as well and making the cameos a bit longer for you guys. Yeah, you know why? Because you got dragged. You got severely dragged for charging $25 for less than a minute. You got dragged for that. And that's why you're changing things up, because you got dragged for doing that, for being lazy. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're done here. So things might be getting spicy in girl world. We don't know if Chantal is on her way back to Kuwait right now. Usually she takes breaks when she's either A, trying to build the suspense for her next live stream, try to think of something else to do. She's never gone for more than 12 to 24 hours, though. Like, her little break is just that. It's a small break. Or she could be going back to Kuwait. So we will see what we'll see, won't we? But things just got interesting all over again, and just in time, because all of us have been watching Chantal being like, this is boring. Listen, I hate coming to you guys and saying the same things over and over, but I only do because Chantal says the same things over and over. So if this is something different, if this is something fresh, I'm all for it. So we will see, won't we? Yeah, we will. So that's it for this react video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thanks for being here, and please take care. Bye now.